beyond those beautiful decorations of hall, your beautiful white wedding dress, the drinks, the food, the beautiful bride, the beautiful groom, the main thing is welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share the 9 lessons I've learned in this 9 years marriage. You all know our wedding anniversary was few days ago. If you've not watched the previous video, go and watch the previous video. So in today, I'm going to share the 9 lessons I've learned in this video. So keep on watching. First of all, marriage itself is hard. Marriage is hard, oh. It is hard, oh. It's not easy as it sounds. When you pronounce it, it sounds marriage, wedding. It's hard, though. Beyond those beautiful decorations of hall, your beautiful white wedding dress, the drinks, the food, the beautiful bride, the beautiful groom, the main thing is after that. That is the main thing. So marriage is not a reward. I've heard some people will say, oh God, I need a girl to settle with. You will see some girls, they will say, I need a guy to settle with. Get that in your head that marriage is not a reward. It's not a reward. Marriage is not for settlement. It's not even settlement. You are entering into a work. You are entering into an assignment. You are entering into a union. You are entering into a covenant. It takes two to make it work perfectly. So for you to make your marriage work, make sure you know the person you are going into agreement with. Make sure you know the person you are going into covenant with. Because if you didn't choose your partner wisely, you are going to suffer it at last. So before you go to that altar, before you stand in front of that holiness, before you stand in front of that altar and say, I do, make sure that you know the person you are doing it with. Make sure you know the person you are saying you do it. Beyond the beautiful face, beyond the nice shape, and beyond the intelligence, what about does the person have the fear of God? The girl you want to settle down with, oh, this lady is so beautiful. See her shape. See how fair she is. Beyond those beautiful faces and beyond those shape, does the person have the fear of God? That's the number one tangible thing to look out for in a partner. That man that has money, he has a lot of money. He's so rich. He has building here. He has cars. He has different cars. He has latest car. He dresses smart. He has fucking money. Beyond those words and all that, does the person have the fear of God? That's number one thing to look out for. If the person doesn't have the fear of God, you are going to suffer it. And when you are saying you do means you will do both in sickness, you will do both in hunger, you will do both in any condition. You will still remain there. I don't say that you should stay in abusive marriage. No, don't stay in abusive marriage. If it comes to your own life, run, run, and don't look back. So It's better when you are planning to settle down with someone, make sure the person has the fear of God. If the person have the fear of God, other things will come in place. When someone has the fear of God, the person will treat you right. The person will respect you. The person will forgive all your wrongdoings. The person will really take care of you and be truthful to you in everything. And the person will have trust with you when it comes to money or handling other valuable things. That's number one thing. And you will have your peace of mind. Even though the person is not in town, maybe the person travels out, you have that peace of mind that this person cannot flit. This person cannot do this. This person cannot do anything, because the person have the fear of God. So once that person have that fear of God, the person will not think of doing any wrong thing to you. So another thing I've learned in this institution called marriage is forgiveness. So you have to forgive your partner. You don't have to take grudges. You don't even have to let the grudges get to the next day. Just forget it, because when you did not forgive, it's going to hurt you. It will hurt you badly. It will affect you psychologically. So I learned forgiveness in this my institution, marriage. Another lesson I've learned in this institution called marriage is comparison. You don't have to compare your spouse with others. Maybe you see another couple, maybe you see another lady, the husband bought the latest car for her, and you are like, hubby, just look at Choma's wife. Just look at Ifani's wife. See, he bought the latest car for her. Don't do that. It belittles your spouse. Or you, husband, will be like telling your wife, maybe she didn't give birth. Maybe you guys have married for like years and she didn't give birth to a baby, and you are like, you've stayed in this house for 10 years and you've not given birth. Look at look at my mates. Look at my mate's wife. They've given birth. They've given birth to children, many children, and you are still here. You've not given me one child. No. You don't do that. Instead, help her out to achieve that. Seek medical attention. Visit doctor. There's a way out. It might be a minor issue, or maybe it might be she has hormonal imbalance or something. You meet experts in that aspect and help her to achieve that together, rather than comparing her with others, or rather than comparing your husband with others, telling your husband, look at these people, they've built house, look at these people, they have cars, look, see money, see where they are living. No, you don't do that. It belittles your husband. Instead, be contented with what you have and help him to achieve all that, because he has many responsibilities. Remember that before you come into his life, he has brothers, he has sisters, and he has family, and he has parents. And you've come and you've given birth. So there are so much things that he is thinking about. So you have to help him out to achieve all that. Put in your own work. Look for some things to do and earn a living and help him to achieve all that. Yes. So in marriage, it is a union. It takes two for it to work perfectly. And whatever you are doing, you have to put your vow. Whatever you are doing, you put your vow before your feelings. It's not after saying I do, you come and be doing you do not. No, when you say you do, both in every situation you do. So you have to put your vows in. You have to put your vows before your feelings. Feelings can change, but vows still remain. So another thing again, another point again is your marriage can never be like your parents' marriage. Yes, your marriage cannot be like your parents' marriage. It cannot be like your auntie's marriage. It cannot be like your uncle's marriage. It cannot be like your neighbor's marriage. It will be like what you make it to be, and it depends on your upbringing. Yes, your marriage will be whatever you make it to be. If you want it to be peaceful, is in your hands. If you want it to be ogunamba, katakata fight every day, it is up to you. Happiness is in your hand. Your happiness is not in your wife's hand. Your happiness is not in your husband's hand. Your happiness is not in your parents' hand. Your happiness is not in the money. Your happiness is in your own hand. Is in your own hand. So when you look up to your husband like, oh, my happiness is in my husband, they are human. They're gonna fail at some point of time. They will fail. Expect less from your spouse and expect more from God. So have that one, have it down, the medulla oblongata, that your happiness is in your hand. It's not in your husband's hand. It's not in your wife's hand. It's in your hand. So you are gonna make it work. Learn your spouse love language. What your spouse love, pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. There's nothing strengthens marriage like when you know what the persons want and you always do that to the person. It will bring peace, and it will bring more unity, and it will bring more love. Do your partner is he a kind of person that will like call? You always make sure you keep in contact with him. Is it the one that likes call, or is it the one that likes gist? He would like you to gist her some things, or tell her stories. You have to do that so that to strengthen that marriage. Or is it the type that likes taking adventures? You have to study your spouse love language. So it has taught me to be kind. It has taught me to be gentle. It has taught me to be patient. And it has taught me to have a long suffering and self-control. It has taught me to have self-control. When you practice all these things, whatever you want will come. Whatever you want will come. Whatever you want in your marriage will come. So, marriage. So, whenever you see someone saying, I need a wife to settle with, I need a husband to settle with, get that to your back of mind that marriage is not settlement. Marriage is not a reward. It's an agreement. It's a covenant. You are going into a covenant. And do you know what is covenant? You know what is covenant? When you break a covenant with someone, do you know what it is? I don't say that you should stay in abusive marriage. When it comes to take your life, you have to run. But before you go into that institution, make sure that the person you are going it with has the fear of God. That's just the point. That's just the tangible thing to look out for before going into this, so that your marriage will work. So today, every married couple here, I pray for you that your marriage will work. Your marriage will work. Your marriage will work. Are you intending? Are you single and you are still intending to marry? Yes, you still have the right, you still have the time, and you still have the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court to study the person you want to say I do. Because you do. Both in sickness, you do. Both in hunger, you do. If the person is down, you do. whether the money is not there, you still do. So it's better you study the person you are doing it with. Coming to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you've watched to this point and you've not subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel, press that button that says subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more videos. Share our videos. So see you on the next video. Bye.